Hey guys, welcome to Everything Passive. Today what we're going to be touching on is a little bit better of a breakdown of what the actual Helium Network is, an explanation what we can expect moving forward now that there's over 100,000 active Helium hotspots on the network, and just as much as to take a look at what we can expect after the halving, which is literally in just 24 hours. Now, if you feel like you're getting a bunch of good information from this channel, please do me a favor, smash like and give us a quick subscribe and a comment down below. Just another chance to help out the channel, and see you soon. First thing I want to do is, guys, I want to take a little bit of a look at the Helium website. Now, of course, it's a very well-built website, and we have a couple great, exciting things coming moving forward. And the first thing I want to bring up is 5G. First off, this thing looks like an absolute diamond around the rough. And when I look at something like this, when it comes to 5G alone, not only do I think this is going to help propel the coin to even further, maybe even capping over $100 a coin, but I do really believe in this network, and I think that 5G is almost its own separate counterpart to what Helium's potential truly is, right? Now, when it comes to Helium, of course, and the 5G network, of course, they haven't even partnered up officially yet, or they are partnering. They're just waiting for everything to be official when it comes to 5G itself, and they are, of course, partnering with Freedom 5. Now, when it comes to the Helium network itself, I do want to again go look at the Helium Explorer. Now, as the Helium Explorer starts to load, I want to say we're at about 103, a little over 1,000 hotspots on the network as of right now. Yeah, we're literally breaching upon 104,000 hotspots. That's absolutely nuts, guys. If I look back to my first video that was made about 6 days ago, I want to say there was like 93,000. So in a matter of 6 days, or just under, we're looking at about 10,000 hotspots added onto the network. That is just nuts. And of course, that based on how fast the Helium network has grown, can we expect the same earnings that we expected from in March or even in September of 2020? No, of course not. The truth is that as more miners come into the network, people can say whatever they want, but in true retrospective opinion, as more miners come into the network, there's no possibility that you could be earning more money no matter how many witnesses you're coming across, due to the fact that we are sharing a pool of 5 million Helium each and every single month. That's going to be trimmed down to 2.5 million. And of course, if we know anything about investors, they're going to want to take their portion. So that 2 to 5 million is going to realistically turn into about 1.6 million HNT. That's going to realistically be able to be mined by us, the people's network, right? Now, because that it's going to be going in such a direction and that angle, 2.5 million, yes, with the halving is going to be coming around in less than 24 hours time. There's a couple things that we can do to make sure we're staying ahead of the game. Now, I think it doesn't necessarily matter if you have 1 hotspot, 5 hotspots, 10 hotspots, or maybe you're one of the big Emirate companies, or maybe you're one of these other companies such as Global Hub that are working with maybe over 100 hotspots at a time. I think again, we need to prioritize what our earnings can possibly be by maybe maximizing our antennas, our geographical location, but we do need to make sure that we're staying ahead of the loop, right? So as the coin starts to rise, I wanted to take a little bit more of a briefer look as well at the Helium coin itself on CoinMarketCap. Now, it's been on an absolute tear, guys. I want to say in the last 3 days alone. If we're talking week, it's followed the Bitcoin trend and the Ethereum trend as far as percentage of growth in the last week or so. As we know that Bitcoin is a more dominant crypto when it comes to the world of cryptocurrency. When it comes to CoinMarketCap alone, if you do your research alone, you can see that Bitcoin and Ethereum are the top 2 cryptocurrencies that pretty much run this whole entire world of crypto. Now, as everything tends to do and follow what Bitcoin and Ethereum do, Helium has its own way of going about it, but yeah, has it followed its own chart based on, again, Bitcoin? Yes, but I do think it's going to propel even outside of that. If we look at this chart right now, we look at the all in all, great, but let's skim down to the month, right? Now, if we look at the month, pretty consistent, but as we can see, this major dippage right here that we had, that every single coin typically faced, right? The Cardanos, the Bitcoins, the Ethereums, and Helium landed about 9.6, 9.5, right? Now, if you got in at this price, comment below, because that's absolutely amazing. You're up about 40 to 50% right now, and if you are, absolutely amazing, guys. You know, I was able to get myself in just right before that, so I was about like $10.50, but it's okay, no worries. You know, again, my goal is that this coin will propel even further than what it is today. I do think that this is a coin that, again, just like a lot of people are saying, that will hit $100 or even potentially even more than that. And guys, if this coin truly hits $100 before 5G even lands, just imagine what this company is going to do even further. Will this be one of the next companies that hits $1,000? Let's see. You know, I would love to see it get to that point. Do I think it's necessarily worth $1,000 as a company for per stock, of course, or per coin? Kind of hard to answer that one. You know, I would definitely say I think it's worth more than 100. Let's see how things propel with 5G, and obviously as the more hotspots get in the network, we should expect the more coins to be mined, so the price should naturally inflate itself to the direction we want it to go, right? So again, let's look at 7 days. 7 days alone, we're up dramatically. You know, we went from $11.41 to all-time highs of $15, right? Now again, that's 50% alone, but again, in the day, today I think was one of the bigger days as far as growth, considering it just popped, man. Now this chart looks a little bit different from what I was looking at earlier. It was on my chart, I want to say around $12.10, $11.91, where it actually hit the low for the day, and it literally popped all the way up to $15. And you know, again, if you got in at that time as well, good job for you. You are up pretty substantially, depending on obviously how much you invested, guys. And you know, there's a lot of things we could take a look at in this, but what I want to do right now is I do want to give you guys a little bit of education on what the Helium Network actually is, just because I do think that I do have a good explanation and good understanding of what Helium Network actually is capable of doing. But truly, why hear it from me when you can hear it directly from the source, right?
Hotspots supply a low bandwidth internet connection over miles of range to thousands of devices using a wireless technology called Wi-Fi. In exchange for building the network and providing connectivity as a service, Hotspots mine HNT, a new cryptocurrency on the Helium blockchain. Unlike other networks, the People's Network is paving the way to build wireless networks.
All right, let's do a little bit of math here. So if we're looking at about 1.6 million HNT that's going to be mined each and every single month moving forward after the halving, we have about 1.6, and we have about 100. Ooh, what just happened there? Let's get back to that. So we have about 1.6 million HNT that's going to be mined. Now, if we take that and divide that by the amount of hotspots that are active, which is just over 103,000 hotspots, we're looking at about 15.5 HNT per miner that's going to be able to mine this in just 1 month. So one miner is only going to be able to make 15.5 HNT a month at the current price of where it's at. High ball of the day, we're talking $15. We're looking at about $233 at the end of the month. Now, of course, is that the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 like some were getting during the consensus groups? Of course not. But at the end of the day, guys, if you look at it from a long-term longevity per thing, you know, the token is not worth $15 just as much as some believe that it's worth over $100. Let's just hypothetically say that 15.5 HNT, and let's say the token was worth about $50. We're looking at $775. And if you're someone that believes a token is going to be $100 a coin, well, let's just be realistic. All it would take for you is to mine 10 HNT a month for you to make $1,000 return on your investment each and every single month, guys. If you got in early, again, just a great opportunity. Please don't expect this to be the same situation in 5 years' time. You know, again, a lot of people are going to look back after this cryptocurrency era, this pandemic era, this unemployment, all this different stuff era, and they're going to wonder whether they invested their money the proper way or were they throwing it at the wall hoping the shit sticks. Guys, I hope you find this page very informative. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, smash like and subscribe on our page, and if anything, have a great day. Stay tuned for next time.